What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Pixel Pulse, a video game podcast where the news hits harder than a day one patch. This is episode 6, and with me, as always, is my friend Kyle Olson, the co-op partner who never steals the loot. Kyle, how are you, my friend?
Well, that's a lie. I definitely steal the loot if I get there first.
I
Which is
mean,
why my favorite games are the ones where the loot is duplicated across everyone.
or like shared loot, so you can just steal it from your co-op partner.
Yeah, exactly. I pick it up, you pick it up, we get the same thing. It's great.
Man, I might have to turn you up a little bit, Kyle. I can't hear you that well. All of a sudden, I mean, you started out strong, but now
Uh-oh.
your volume has kind of gone down for some reason. I don't know.
How about
Well,
now?
No, you still. It sounds like you're kind of far away for some reason. I don't know why.
Kind of far away.
Setting just how loudly. Haley fix the light coma. Huh. Yeah, because I got you all turned all the way up. I don't know. Hopefully it's just on my end, Kyle. Maybe during, like the playback, people will be able to hear you just fine. Now I can't hear you at all. I think you're muted now.
There we are.
Yeah, there we go.
I was testing the audio setting. I think it'll be okay. I've got my
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, loud and clear now. It was weird. It was like for a few. It was like I don't know, like a half a minute. You sound like you were just like really far away. But it's okay.
Editor,
All good, man.
cut that out of the intro to the podcast so we sound like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, right. We're professionals here, guys.
Yeah, we definitely have no technical issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
We never forget to unmute ourselves, and we certainly have absolute perfection in our podcast.
Oh, dude, yeah. Our lighting is always on point, where our kid doesn't accidentally trip over the light and turns the light out on us. That never happens, of course. But
Ow! What was that?
yeah, it's funny. I had to kind of act like nothing happened. I just kind of looked up at him. I'm like, fix it now. Plug it back in. I don't know. But man,
I've got
anyways.
a ring light, and mine always like to take the ring light and spin it around. So I always have to make sure it's facing the right direction. Otherwise, it'll just light up something else.
Yeah, light up
The
things
world.
you don't want people to see. No, I'm kidding. But man, how are you, Kyle? It's good to see you, man. It's good to talk to you again. How are you?
I'm good. I'm extra cozy today because we got our first snow day of the entire winter. Normally we have lots of snow by now, and this winter here, I'm in Utah. This winter has been completely dry, like no snow, warmest winter on record ever. Salt Lake
Wow.
got like a tenth of an inch or something crazy until today, and then today we doubled that. So yeah, it's been good. Got to
Awesome, man.
did a little bit of work today. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think I've already said so, but yeah, I'm in North Dakota. I'm right on the Canadian border. Well, not right on it. I'm about an hour away. So I'm real close, and we got a bunch of snow today, and it sucked. It was like 30, it was like 33 degrees, so it was right on that freezing line. So it was like
Yeah.
a rain snow mix. So it was just that heavy
Super
snow.
heavy. Yeah.
So I started shoveling it, and then my neighbor across the street offered to snow blow me out since I don't have a snow blower for some
that
ridiculous
dirtbag.
reason.
He should have let you bust your butt, break that back, shovel
Right.
snow.
Get a heart attack. He goes, dude, that's heart attack snow. Let me take care of that for you. Heart attack snow.
Of
I'm like,
course. And now he's seen as the top dog on the block. Like, you let another man help you shovel your driveway with a snowblower.
right, yeah. I'm the equivalent of the guy that is in the jail cell with, and I'm just grabbing the other guy's pocket, following him around.
It's like that joke where one dad comes over to the other dad's house as they're grilling. He's like, "Hey man, nice grill. Is that your kids?" Because it's like not a man's grill, right? So
Yeah.
same thing. He's like, "Oh,
No.
shovel. Let me take my snowblower over there and just."
He's like, dude, sit down. I got you. Let your kids watch me out from behind the window in your house.
Dude, do he give you like a hot cocoa in a candy cane too?
Yeah,
or
he's
what?
like, don't hurt yourself, man. Just relax. Go in there with your family. You guys can all watch me out of the window and admire me as
Takes
I do
his
it.
shirt off in 30-degree weather.
Yeah. Just got a washboard abs, and they're like, I want him to be my daddy.
Listen, I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be a movie about this now, so you better
Right.
make sure that you get rights to that.
I want Jason Momoa to play me, so
He's gonna
I
play
demand it.
Kramer.
Actually, no, man. That's no. Good to see you. Yeah, it's it should stop snowing here about midnight, is what I'm told by the weather people. But we'll see. So
See, people think I'm the crazy one. I live, in Utah, and Utah gets snow, but people here hate snow for some reason, even though they like to play in it. I love snow. In the wintertime, I want snow. As soon as Christmas is over, though, and like the holiday season has kind of died down, like February, I want
Yeah.
all the snow to go away, and I want it to be summertime. For the
yeah,
winter.
for sure. I like snow. I would like it more if I didn't have to drive in it. Like if I could just be home or like work from home, that would be awesome. But the problem is I have to drive in this crap, right? So it's super stressful, and I don't like having to shovel out my driveway when there's like a foot of snow. And I don't know, man. It's
Foot of snow. Wow. I mean, we got tons of snow today, and it was like a half inch.
we didn't get a foot of snow to this time, but I think we got like
Oh,
10 inches. Close.
I mean, that's basically a foot.
It's close, yeah. But yeah, it's good to be here with you today, Kyle. We have some things to talk about today.
I've been looking forward to this one because
Me too.
we hyped it up last week, state of play, and now we get to talk about it.
We'll get to it. We're gonna probably
get
cover some items first, but I am really excited to talk about that state of play and some of the games in there. But yeah, no, there are a couple things that I wanted to touch on before that. A couple notable things are moving in the industry. Things are happening. First, I'm going to start with some bad news. It seems that most of Highguard Studio has been laid off, as Wildlight has confirmed. This comes way of IGN, and they say here, layoffs have hit the development studio Wildlight Entertainment, makers of the recently released multiplayer shooter Highguard. This comes just over 2 weeks after the free-to-play game's January 26th launch. Former senior-level designer Alex Grainer posted on LinkedIn, "Unfortunately, along with most of the team at Wildlight, I was laid off today. While the number of people who were laid off has not currently been confirmed, the studio's LinkedIn page states that its size is or was between 51 to 200 employees."
That's such a
Now-
bogus number. Like, I'm on LinkedIn quite a lot, and like I just because I post on LinkedIn. I'm known as like a funny guy, but every time I look at a company's page, like 51 to 200, I mean that's like 200 is like 4x of 50. So you're looking at company sizes that are vastly different from each other. Like it's
Yeah.
a 51 employee company is so much smaller than a 200 employee company. It gives you no.
Oh yeah,
perspective
that's a
on
big
size.
difference.
Yeah, I mean, like 51 is like startup size. 200 is like a decent sized company.
Yeah, 50 is like I don't know. Yeah, like a moderately decent sized indie, but like yeah, 200. That's like I don't know, like Days Gone stuff. Like Days Gone, like Sony Bend, aren't they about that? I'd have to look it up, but that's a
It's like,
major developer.
yeah, the sad thing about it is, like these employees now are going to be looking for jobs in a market that is already just a barren wasteland. I mean, there's nothing out there as far as jobs go. Like it's not hopeless per se, but it's like finding a job in the market right now in any kind of tech market, whether it be game development, software as a service, tech driven software services. It's vastly different, and it is exponentially harder because of AI, and like the reach that people have with AI and what they're able to do. Like everyone's submitting the same resumes because they're all going through AI. I mean, it's really difficult right now. I feel for anyone that's in the market.
Yeah, it's a tough industry to be in right now. I would be scared to death. Like no matter where I was in the industry, I would be scared because yeah, I mean, with the uncertainty of like you said, Kyle, AI. That's a good point. I mean, with the rise of AI, I don't know. Is anyone's job safe these days? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, like you can look at. So they say a good indicator is look at the companies like Google, look at OpenAI and the other ones that are hiring. Look at what they're hiring for, and those are the jobs that are really hot right now. It's like fortunately for me as a product manager, like product manager jobs are always going to be a necessity. It's just it evolves where previously I was like the architect, blueprinting things and delivering them to an engineering team to build. And now with AI, I've also got to be able to prototype and do other things, expand my skills. So I think everyone will adapt and grow accordingly. It's just probably faster than what most people are comfortable with.
yeah. I mean, you're probably right. Yeah. I mean, well, Kyle. The funny thing is about this story too. A number of employees. I learned this a couple days ago. A number of the employees that work for Wildlight, I should say, also worked on Concord. So
Really?
two live service flops in a row. At least Highguard isn't shut down yet. But I don't know. At this point, Kyle, I think the Steam concurrent that I last looked was like not even 2,000 people. So I think it looks pretty
Yeah.
grim for Highguard.
It was the thing about it is it debuted in the top 10 weekly active users and
Yeah.
top 20 on US PlayStation and Xbox. But so like its peak was 97,000 and some odd players on release day, but then its decline is what is really telling. It declined down to 4,500
Hmm.
players, which is really really small. Um, I
Yeah.
mean, there's just yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's kind of hard. I mean, from like a business perspective, it's kind of hard to keep 50 to 200 employees around if you only have 4,000 concurrent players and you're charging like a live service and you're looking for people to buy things. It's only 4,500 people that could buy something, and then your pool of people that actually are going to buy something and support your game are even smaller. So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, with that kind of player base, I don't see how this can really sustain itself as a live service game. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how long I'm going to give it, but I'm going to say eventually this will get shut down because they don't have that player base to support that infrastructure of the game.
Yeah,
It's
and they say they're going to continue to support the game. Um,
yep.
I mean, with
But
what
I don't know,
resources
Kyle.
would be my question after that kind of maneuver, and a lot of times too. when you do something like that, like the gaming community and communities in general, a lot of times they like revolt, and their boycott is we're just not going to play it anymore because we don't like the business practices of the company. So it'd be interesting to see in the coming weeks or months what ends up happening. Does it fade into the abyss like Concord did, or does it
Yeah.
have some sort of comeback? I don't know.
Well, the interesting thing, Kyle, so they said that they're going to keep on a core group of developers to support the game, keep supporting the game. But here, Grainer said this, though. He said, "This one really stings as there was a lot of unreleased content I was really looking forward to that I and others designed for Highguard." So that says to me that this content is not going to get released. That's how it kind of reads to me, like how he said that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unreleased content that I was really looking forward to. So is that content just not happening now?
Well, it could be because he's not on the team releasing it anymore.
Right. So I wonder. Yeah, that's a good point. I
So
just
they may still release it,
Mhm.
or they might not. I don't know at this point. It's hard to say because like sometimes what companies do is and I don't think this was the case, but sometimes what companies do is they release something, they do something big, and then to make themselves look profitable, they'll do a layoff. It happens a lot of times with company acquisitions, especially here in Utah. There's so many companies that do it, and it is just it's they call it business, but it's a dirty business practice where basically you cut your overhead, you get rid of everybody that is non-essential, and then you get acquired by a company, and your execs make out just absolutely ludicrously rich, and everyone else is fighting for the mortgages on their homes.
Yeah.
Here, however, it seems like what they probably did was realize that they couldn't support the company on 4,500 concurrent players, with the decline probably going down even still from there. I don't know. I don't know if it's savable. I mean, maybe it is. I didn't even know that this game existed.
Right, which is already. I mean, that already says a lot, right? I mean, that I had to tell you, Kyle. Remember, before we started
Yeah.
recording, I was like, "Yeah, it was announced at the Game Awards. It was like the last thing shown, and that really PO'd a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think just from that alone, I think doomed the game from the very start. People were ripping it and just hating on it because they were like, that was the one last thing, really." And then Wildlight, they just kind of went radio silent on the game too, which didn't help either. They revealed it, people were hating on it. They didn't say a word until like a few days before launch. So I don't think that was the best decision on their part. It certainly didn't help the game any, but people did want to check it out. Like you said, it
Yeah.
was almost 100,000 players on its debut, but that just shows people did not want to stick around for the game at all.
The hard part about it too is that, like, so when I was younger, I remember getting like Game Informer and different magazines and being so excited and hyped for video games, like even to the point where like you pre-order a game just to get the demo disc for another game, right? Like and be able
Oh,
to
I
like
did that a couple
play it.
times.
Yeah, exactly. Those demo discs were everything. 'Cause it was like,
Dude, Zone of the
this
Enders for MGS2.
yes, yes,
That's why I bought
exactly.
Zone of the Enders.
That's literally why I got it. I
Yep.
played MGS2 probably more than I did Zone of Enders, but like, I think the point is that once upon a time gamers were much less cynical, and I think the availability of media and like social media and everything now and perfect, and seeing things in these perfect states has made everybody more cynical and more aggressive, and like social media gives everybody a way to be loud and to make their voices heard, both good and bad. And like the example I like to give is Concord. I actually didn't mind Concord. I played it with a buddy of mine, and we had a lot of fun playing it. There were balancing issues, and some of the maps weren't terribly great, but for
Right.
the time it was out, I had fun playing it. I didn't think it was so terrible that it had to be pulled from the store and never to be seen again. Like I actually enjoyed my time with the game. And
Hmm.
with this one, I mean, obviously they didn't do enough to promote it and to make it do one thing really well. It sounded like it did a lot of things not so great, and people really ripped into it. And I think that like the people probably brought it down more so than the game developers and their like lack of creativity or actually delivering a good game.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Um, this is why I love doing this with you, Kyle, because when we talk about certain aspects, certain stories and articles and gaming headlines, it's so fun because you always break it down way better than I could, especially on the business side of things. Like on the business side of things, I just kind of defer to your judgment on that because you kind of know the ins and outs of it way better than I do. So it's kind of nice having you on that side of the argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So
mean, I try to. I'm like Mr. Positive Energy over here, so I try to always put like a positive spin on it. But with this one, there's just like so much negativity with it, right? Like gamers just being so upset about something, and the game studio maybe not doing their own due diligence for a project that was supporting 200 people. It's it's always a sad day when games crash and burn, and it leads to unemployment for
yeah,
the people
it
that
is
work
it is
there.
sad. It's too bad.
Yeah.
I never want to see that. It's always so. I mean, I don't know. G- Good luck to the developers. I hope they find jobs quickly. It's sad. We never want to see it, but
Yeah.
life will go on for everyone. So,
But maybe without High Guard.
but without, yeah, most likely without high guard, I should say.
Most likely, it may go down in history as a game that just faded into the abyss. But
Yeah,
lessons
but
learned. I mean,
they can say that they lasted longer than Concord. They do have that.
do you remember? Do you remember like the absolute chaos that ensued when people knew that Conquer was coming down and they wanted to get their hands on the platinum
The
trophy
plat, yes, dude.
before it came down? There were people joining servers and like jumping off the map to
I
get like
yes, I remember
just to
that,
trigger whatever was going to happen in that particular map so that they could get the platinum trophy. I was like, man, that's
dude.
some dedication to trophy hunting.
Mystic Ryan, he's a content creator, and he interviewed somebody who talked all about that, about the race for the platinum and just jumping off the cliffs, and it was a crazy story. God, I don't really remember everything, but yeah, you had to like load in the game as fast as you could. Then everybody had to kind of be on board. And then they would all just jump off, like just jump off the map and just
Yep.
kill them over and over and over and over again. And he did it. He had like a weekend to do it or something like that. And
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
crazy. It was funny.
The
I wonder if the same thing will happen with
unclaimable
Hygarde.
platinum.
Yeah, I wonder if the same thing's going to happen here. Like I don't know, they haven't announced taking the game down or anything, but I wonder if people are already kind of seeing the writing on the wall and they're already trying to get that platinum for High Guard.
It could.
Makes me wonder, but anyways, all right. I think we have talked enough about High Guard, but let's move on, shall we?
Shall we?
We shall. Well, this bit of better news. I shouldn't say news. I should say rumor. But this comes from GamingBible.com, and they say a big Nintendo Direct is rumored for late February, and not only that, a new 3D Mario confirmed. So that's cool. It says here a big Nintendo Direct has been rumored for later this month, and we may already know what's coming up. We've already had two Nintendo Directs this year. Last week's Partner Showcase and the Tamagotchi Life Direct from last month. However, we haven't had a first-party Nintendo Direct. I can't talk right now. Yet for upcoming games that are coming from Nintendo itself, which is true. We haven't seen a first-party Direct from Nintendo. But here's the most exciting part, Kyle, at least for me. A new rumor from insider Nash Weedle suggests that a Nintendo General Direct could be coming later this month, even claiming that a new 3D Mario game will be shown. In the latest episode of the podcast, Attack the Backlog, Weedle claims that Nintendo's next first-party direct will come in the third week of February, and that a big 3D Mario is confirmed to appear. He states he's got multiple sources for this. But yeah, I don't know what they would all show, but just so you know, too, according to Weedle, the sources for this new Mario game are the same sources who predicted Switch 2's first direct for Donkey Kong Bonanza last year. So it says here to take it with a pinch of salt, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Those sources are good, but for me, a new 3D Mario would be huge since we haven't had one since 2017, the end of 2017, with Mario Odyssey, which I thought was excellent. I don't know if you ever played it, Kyle, on the Switch.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep, I did. That was a paternity leave game for me.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, it was great.
Oh man, that was, yeah. No, it was excellent. I mean, to me, that was like the true successor for like Super Mario 64, in my opinion. Like
it was good.
I think I put over 100 hours into it. I think I grabbed all the moons. I don't remember now, but I think I got all the moons. That game was phenomenal. So I've been waiting now. This will be, oh my gosh, 9 years since the last 3D Mario, like true 3D Mario game. That's a long time, dude. It's a long time.
Low price of $90 base game.
Oh my god, yeah. And you know what? I don't know. I hope not, but I am excited for this. I'm excited for a new 3D Mario. It's been a long time. I've been chomping at the bit for one for a while. You know, I kind of wonder what it'll be or what will be the big hook. I'm excited. I don't know, Kyle. Any interest in this if they show it? If they announce the direct, I should say.
You know, I would be more excited if I had a Switch 2.
Oh, sure.
But no, yeah, definitely. I think it's time. They need to release another Mario game, in the same vein as Odyssey, because Odyssey was great. It was tons of fun. So they obviously know how to make good Mario games, how to make fun games. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully, what they've got. And I'll add that I saw. I think I forget if it was like CNET or who posted this, but there's like a what is it? A new toy that's coming out. I forget who makes it, but it's basically like is it Yoshi and his egg that hatches, and then like after he hatches, you like take him out and he like wobbles. You can like touch his nose and stuff. So, I mean, like maybe when that comes out, they'll announce a new Super Mario game. I have no idea.
I didn't even know about that.
It's
A
like
new Yoshi
a
toy.
yeah. It's I don't know if it's like a real toy that they're promoting to everyone, or if it's like a limited edition thing or something. But basically, like you tap on the egg and it like starts he starts to hatch out of it, and then like he pokes his way through. You break the egg open, you take him out, and then you get like this toy that you can like pet him on the nose and
I mean, that's cool.
tickle him and stuff. He like bounces around, says things.
I think my kid would be into that for sure. I mean, I'd be into
Yeah, absolutely.
it. Yeah, no, it's exciting because I want to be able to, you know, I know you say that you want to that you'll be more excited if you had a Switch 2. I'd be more excited to just use my Switch 2. I have had one since a month after launch, and I played Mario Kart. I played Donkey Kong. Both good games. Donkey Kong was definitely the better game, and then since then it just kind of just sits there. I don't know. But a new Mario game would definitely change that.
You could play Final Fantasy on your Switch too.
Yeah, I could, but I've already played it on a more capable system. Console, I should say.
But for the experience.
Right, yeah,
Play it
just
on
just
Switch
just to
2.
have it in handheld, just to like take it to like work and be like, guys, look at this.
No, just to say like this is a Switch, a Nintendo device, and I have Final Fantasy VII on here, and it's not jailbroken.
Yeah. It's an official release. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll wait to see the coming days, see if Nintendo announces anything in the form of a direct. So all signs point to they will, though, but we shall see. So nothing much else to say here. So we'll just keep our eyes and ears open.
Well, the only other thing I would say is just a little tidbit. Super Mario Galaxy movie coming out in April, which I've seen the commercial for it. I did like the first Super Mario. I thought it was funny. So the second one should be good. Maybe there's something to say here, like, you know, maybe we'll see an advertisement for it when the movie comes out. Who knows? I mean,
yeah.
I was jokingly saying if I had a Switch 2, I mean it would be really cool to see a new Mario game come out. I think it's time.
Yeah, I'm excited for the new Super Mario Galaxy movie too because I like the first one a lot. A lot of people criticize the first one because I don't know, storyline or they didn't have a good story or the plot or I can't really. It's something to do with the plot. And I'm like, I don't care. It was fun. It was Mario on the big screen. He was doing Mario things, you know, and you know, Peach was cool. Peach was actually, you know, BA and beating people up. It was cool to see her and. Dude, it was awesome. It was a fun movie. I'm not watching these Mario movies for some deep and involving plot. I don't play the Mario games. Don't have these deep plots. Peach is kidnapped again. Go save her again. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's all I really need.
Yep.
Then I can just jump on Goombas and, you know, stop Bowser, save the day. That's all I care about, man. These games are fun.
Yeah.
But what do I know? But, well, moving on, Kyle. We're going to move on again.
All right.
This news broke like 2 days ago. Like, yeah, because today's the 18th and this was on the 16th. This is exciting for me personally, Kyle. I know you said you hadn't even heard of the game before this, but a new dot hack game has been announced. CyberConnect's 30th anniversary game revealed as Dot Hack Zero, and it'll be an action RPG for consoles. So they say here, CyberConnect 2 has revealed Dot Hack Zero as the new game project that marks the studio's 30th anniversary. The company has also confirmed via a press release that this new game will be an action RPG coming to consoles. So it says here, while CyberConnect 2 has been particularly credited as the development studio behind the Dot Hack games, of which the IP rights are still owned by Bandai Namco, CyberConnect 2 specified that Bandai Namco has given the studio consent to entirely manage and self-publish the new Dot Hack Zero, which is pretty cool. The teaser trailer also comes with the key staff list for Dot Hack Zero, which is also codenamed Project Dusk. CyberConnect 2's CEO Hiroshi Piros Matsuyama will act as the executive producer. Meanwhile, Seiichiro Hosokawa will be the character designer. And Chikayo Fukuda, I'm butchering these names, I know I am, will be the main sound composer, with Taro Hakase performing the theme music. So, yeah, dude, this is exciting news for Dot Hack fans. We haven't had a new Dot Hack game in several years. They released the first four, like Dot Hack Infection and Mutation, Quarantine. That was the last one. I'm missing one in that series. But then they released another three, the GU series, which I'm currently playing on the PS5, the HD remaster of it. But yeah.
I've seen you playing it.
Yeah, dude, which I'm really enjoying. It's a little rough. It's got that PS2 jank, you know, like the combat, because it's the combat's it's fun enough, but it's, you know what I mean by like that PS2 style, like just clunky combat.
Dude, I don't know, because I mean you had like Final Fantasy X, Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. FF10, that was turn-based, so that's kind of an easy pass there. But I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. If you play the Dot Hack GU series though, you'll kind of see. It's the combat's a little wonky, but it's still fun. I enjoy it. I think it's got a great story. I'm playing through the second chapter right now, the second game in the series. So it's fun, but this is cool. This is exciting news. Did not expect them to ever make a new dot hack game. So, and now it shows here, it says here, excuse me, while the trailer shows characters who look like Kite, Black Rose, and Balmung, Matsuyama has specified that Zero will have no connections with any past series entries. So that's important too. This is a new game. This isn't. Some people were speculating that this was going to be like a reimagining or like a reboot or like a remake of the first games in the series. No, this is going to be a new game. And it's so that people who are not well versed in dot hack can still get into this game. So it's got a whole new like characters and setting.
Like me.
Yeah. Enter you, Kyle.
Right. It's for me.
Yeah, man. So the world, that's the name of the online, that's the name of the game within the game. Online game is also returning, but Dot Hack Zero will take place about 10 years later than the current time, where social media has also become more prevalent. Whilst prior series games featured emails and forums for depicting real-world communications, Zero will depict more real-world drama between humans and their flesh. So it's gonna. I guess it's going to focus a lot more on the actual person who's playing the game rather than their characters. Because in the game, it just focuses on the game characters. Because you're playing what it is, Kyle. It's an MMO. You're playing an MMO in this game. It's an MMO, but it's a single player game. But it's replicating this MMO environment.
So you play a character that is playing an MMO game.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And you're playing that. You're playing that person's character in the game. You know what I mean?
Oh. Okay,
so it's
cool.
yeah.
All right.
So yeah. You can, if you guys are curious, you can find the teaser trailer for Dot Hack Zero that premiered on CyberConnect 2's channel on their website. So I'm looking at some screens right now, and it looks cool. It looks very colorful, very red. They use kind of a red hue here. You can kind of see that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, everything has that like red lens tint to it, with the exception of maybe one or two of the images that they've got here. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, we'll move on from that. But yeah, I do look forward to. I guess one more thing. I'm hoping that they reveal more information on it soon. Maybe hopefully this year, but we'll see. So, anyways, moving on. Now, this is another little tidbit, more of a rumor, but I'm curious what you think about it, Kyle. I want to hear your opinion on this for sure. This comes way of Twisted Voxel, and it says here, God of War developer Santa Monica Studios' unannounced game is allegedly planned for release in 2027. Now, this unannounced game is not the God of War trilogy remake. This is Cory Barlog's game they're talking about. This is the guy who directed God of War 2018 and kind of revived God of War for the studio. So he's a prominent figure, a very well respected figure in the Santa Monica development team, and at Sony, period, at PlayStation. So he's been working on this game, I think, Kyle, for about 3 or 4 years now. So he's well into it.
Oh yeah, this is God of War 3 for sure.
Yeah, this is 3, huh? Yeah.
I'm manifesting it. It's after Ragnarok, just like what I was saying in the last podcast that we did. I was manifesting it. I was just like, I really want a new God of War. I want to know what happens. What are they doing now? I don't care if it follows the same. I don't care if they talk about Ragnarok after that, or if they're just on this new adventure. I just want the boy and his father to go on the adventure again.
So it's not that, but I'll explain why in a minute here after I read this to you.
How dare you?
Now this comes way of Twisted Voxel. They say here, the rumored unannounced game from God of War developer Santa Monica Studio is allegedly planned for release in the year 2027. Now, known insider Nate the Hate, and he's a very reputable insider. He says he guesses a lot of things right, so I would take his word at face value. He took to Twitter or X to respond to a post seeking clarification on Santa Monica Studio having multiple projects in development. In response, Nate said that God of War 2018 director Cory Barlog is working on his own game that is separate from the recently announced God of War trilogy remake, and that it remains unannounced. He added that unless a major delay happens, the game is planned for release in the year 2027. So, when asked whether Barlog's project is the new God of War game, Nate said that he'll speak on this matter when he can. He expects it to be announced sometime around the summer period. Recently, insider Shinobi, who's also a respected and reputable insider, he took to Reset Era forums to respond to a fellow member who asked him whether the recently announced God of War trilogy remake is the same project God of War 2018 Cory Barlog is rumored to be working on. He clarified that they're two different games. Given the quarter Santa Monica Studio is targeting for the unannounced title helmed by Cory Barlog, he believes it will be announced this year. He expects it to be revealed at the May 2026 State of Play presentation or Summer Games Fest 2026. According to him, if the game doesn't get announced by then, it will likely be because the development team pushed the release out further or ended up making the reveal to release window shorter. So, yeah, back in September...
I missed the part where it's not the one that I'm thinking of.
So it didn't say it here, Kyle, but what this was, they I can't remember if it was Nick, I can't remember which insider it was who said it, but when asked about if it was a new IP, he said technically no, it's technically not a new IP, but it's going to feel like one. So it could be one of Sony's long lost IPs that they haven't touched in a long time. And it doesn't have to be one of Santa Monica Studios' projects or, IPs, but the only other IP that I can think of that Santa Monica has worked on besides God of War is Kinetica on the PS2. Do you remember that game?
I don't.
Kinetica, it was a racing game where you kind of raced as like scantily clad bikini clad like women. There were some dudes too, but they would have like wheels on their hands and on their feet.
What on earth?
Dude, I know. It's crazy, right? It's just like a crazy concept. It was fun though. Yeah, I liked Kinetica. Okay. You can play, Kyle, it's on the PS Store. You can play on PS5.
I'm gonna have to go check it out.
It's a racing game.
That sounds just absolutely wild.
It's as wild as it sounds.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I remember playing that game a lot and getting mad at it a lot too.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think it's a Kinetica game, but I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row here. That's their only other IP that they have. But I don't know, it could be set in the God of War universe. But from the sounds of it, that doesn't sound like it would be the next big God of War game. I think it's going to be something else. Maybe set in the God of War universe.
I see. You take that negative energy and you put it somewhere else and manifest God of War 2027 with me.
Hey man, I mean, it's definitely coming. And there's talks that it's going to be set in the Egyptian lore. So I don't know what you think about that. I don't know a whole lot about Egyptian lore compared to I've got pretty good Norse and Greek, knowledge, but my Egyptian knowledge is not like Egyptian mythology, I should say, is not great. So
well, I have been brushing up on my Egyptian mythology recently for two reasons. One, my kids are into Night at the Museum right now, so we have been binge watching Night at the Museum. So I do know all about Akhmun-Ra's tomb and the tablets and everything that comes to life. So I know a lot about that. But also, I did watch a YouTube video randomly one day, not at work, about how the pyramids were made, and it was actually really fascinating. Long story short, basically, this guy claims that because there's always these disputes about how are the pyramids made. Like, did they use ramps to get the blocks up there? Did they use like a water system, like canals and levees and things to raise water levels to float stuff up? And like, if they used ramps, the ramps would have to be kilometers long to make them a slope that was not so steep to get them up there. And
Yeah.
then one guy had this theory of what if they shaped the pyramid from the top down? Like, what if they started with like all like they built up a just like a giant tower of pyramid basically. I'm explaining this terribly, but the lady in the video, I forget what channel it was, but she said that basically you take this like shape and then they remove the blocks all the way down to make a pyramid, and then they reuse those blocks to build up the next pyramid, the ones that didn't get used. So you like have this square shape or like a rectangle shape, I think is the shape, and then they remove those down to make the path down, and then they take the rest of them off and like chip them away to make the pyramid shape. And it was actually really convincing. So maybe that's how they're made.
Could
I know
be.
that's
I've
not
always
what
been
you asked,
curious.
but that's like the most plausible thing that I think I've ever heard when it comes to how the pyramids were built, because like they had the tools and the resources and like the ramping ability to get them up there to make this kind of shape, and then you just take them away in the shape of a pyramid. I mean, it makes
I
sense.
Yeah, it does. My only question is why make it in the shape of a pyramid? Like why have that why that particular shape? It just seems like it's just too much work. Just to
I mean,
just so it
maybe
looks
that was
cool.
it. Maybe it's like this is such a hard shape to build to this scale and to master that it's like the pinnacle of ancient technological success.
Human ingenuity, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, interesting. Yeah, no, it is very interesting to just have all the theories on how the pyramids were built. It's pretty cool. Um,
It was absolutely fascinating because they did like these. They're not lidar scans, but they're similar. They did these kinds of scans of the pyramids because they were looking for like old remnants on the inside, ramps on the inside that like wrapped around the inside of the pyramid that would say, "Oh yeah, they built them from the inside out." But those
mm.
scans showed no structures like that that would imply that they built them from the inside out. So, like that one was ruled out. Same with the ramps on the outside because the outside ramps would be kilometers long. Otherwise, this angle would be too steep and like the blocks would slide down at the people and everything. And no, it was really interesting. It actually made a lot of sense. So maybe someday we'll figure it out. Who knows?
I hope so. I hope maybe in my kids' lives they'll it'll get revealed. I don't know. Last thing I'll say on this God of War thing, Kyle, is
Yes.
back in September, during an episode of the Insider Gaming podcast, co-host Tom Henderson stated that a new mainline God of War game is currently in development, which will have Kratos wielding a curved Egyptian sword that's something along the lines of the scimitar used by the Prince in the Prince of Persia series. So that's kind of cool. I like him. I like the idea of him using like a different weapon in each mythology. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in the Greek mythology, he had the blades of chaos. You know, he had the axe. You know, in the Norse, and then here he'll have the scimitar. You know, that's pretty
You,
cool.
you know what I really wanted him to have though? Like the axe was incredibly cool. But when I bought the collector's edition of Ragnarok, they didn't give me an axe. They gave me Mjolnir. And
Oh,
you don't get
really?
you don't get to touch Mjolnir in the game. Like really,
Right.
like you don't get to use it as a weapon. And I mean, while it makes sense because Mjolnir is huge in like that Norse mythology, it just to me it didn't make sense for Kratos in like that sense because like the obviously the axe is like tied to his wife, and there's like so much more weight on the axe. I wish that they would have given an axe, but maybe they felt like they couldn't do a sharp axe in a board
Yeah,
game, so they went with the
didn't want
hammer.
to didn't want any lawsuits
Yeah,
popping up.
maybe that's what it is. But I mean, the hammer is sick. Like, it is such good quality. I absolutely love it. And the reason why I got it, so God of War 2018, the like remake of the story in the Norse mythology, that's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, the opening couple of minutes just absolutely grabs you and like rips you apart as you're setting that funeral pyre on fire with like the music and everything. I mean,
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
don't think I would have been this sappy or attached to it, but like having kids of my own now, right? Like when I played it as son of my own, and it was just a really gripping story of like a dad and his son on this adventure to fulfill the last wishes of his wife, and not knowing why that they're doing it, just thinking that they're like just fulfilling the last wish, and then uncovering
Hmm.
all the mysteries about who their son is
Like
and
who he
everything
is.
else.
Yeah. Like finding
Yeah,
out
it's
his
just
identity.
absolutely incredible story, and it made it one of my favorite games of all time, which is why when the second one got announced, I tried my hardest to get the collector's edition just to support the game and the developers, and to have a piece of that game living in
Yeah.
my background. It's not on camera right now, but it's back there along with the artwork from God of War 2018. I've got that nice book, and
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah. No, I agree. That first game story. I mean, this is the second one too, but that first game, just that the God of War 2018, just that sense of adventure. And yeah, you and your son, it was just it made me like kind of it just I I don't know. I had a just kind of get all in the feels, like for my two boys. You know what I mean? Like I hope one
Yeah,
day, like one of them, I can just sit them down and maybe play through that game with them. That'd be really fun. That'd be a really
oh
cool
yeah.
moment. You know?
I call
Um,
my kids, my sons. I occasionally I call them boy.
yeah, boy,
Just
get over here, boy.
like just on purpose. They don't know, but I know, and
Yeah, and that's all that
it's
matters in the end.
endearing. Yeah,
Yeah,
boy.
boy. Well, Kyle, it's time. It's time, man. We
Let's
are
get
gonna get
to
into
it.
the state of play. Now, this state of play happened a day after we recorded last Wednesday, so we finally get to talk about it, and I'm excited, man.
I am
Um,
too.
this was a fantastic showing by Sony. This, I mean, this could have been called a showcase, and nobody would have batted an eye. It was that good. Also, I don't know if they're even going to call them. They might not even call them showcases anymore. I think they're just going to be called state of plays. I mean, it's been how many years since the last showcase? So I think this is just what Sony calls them now.
I think
But
so.
I don't know. But the bar has been raised, for better or for worse, because now they're going to compare every state of play to this. So,
They raised it for sure.
yeah. So I want to talk about. They opened the game. They opened the state of play with Kena, Scars of Cosmora. This is of course the sequel to Kena Bridge of Spirits, which I played, but I don't believe I finished. I don't know. Did you ever play Bridge of Spirits, Kyle?
No, I didn't. It looked good, but it wasn't one that I could put into my backlog because, like, I just couldn't. My backlog is too big.
Yeah. No, I get it. And that's probably why I stopped too. Just too many games coming out, and unfortunately, that was just the latest victim of the
Mm-hmm.
game releases coming out. So it was fun though. I mean, what I played of it, I did like. The combat was deceptively difficult. I remember. It's this nice, pretty, cute art style, but I remember some of those fights really tested me and frustrated me. So
Yeah.
it didn't help that the combat was like a little clunky on the clunky side. So that didn't help matters any. but I did enjoy it. This one shows a lot of cool environments. It shows a lot of open environments. In fact, I was almost wondering if they made this one open world, just because some of those they're just so large in some of those shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looks like you can ride familiars now because she's riding one of them in one of the shots it showed. But the game is really beautiful. It's a really good looking game. It looks fun. This is probably the closest thing PlayStation's going to have for a Zelda title that isn't Zelda. The world looks so interesting and varied.
Yeah.
So I want to see what all you can do now. Kana is obviously older in this game. She looks like she's got the combat looks a little deeper from some of those shots, and interestingly enough, it looks like PlayStation Studios is having a direct hand in this sequel because it shows PlayStation Studios logo before the game. So I don't know how deep their involvement is in this game with Ember Labs. So I don't know how long this stays a console exclusive. Maybe it stays console exclusive for its lifetime. Who knows? Depends on Sony's involvement. But they say that they couldn't. Well, they say that with Sony's help, they were able to make this new Kana game, so and make it the best that they could. So I just kind of wonder what kind of help they're getting from Sony. But yeah, it looks good. Kyle, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you about covered it. I didn't play the first one, but this one looks good. It's got what looks like a good sense of exploration, and yeah, a lot going for it. I think it comes out in 2026 supposedly. It does say it's on Steam as well.
Yes, yeah, it's coming to PS5 and PC day one. Yes.
Yeah.
So no other consoles, but yeah. So yeah, no, it looks good. It's coming out this year, which was surprising. I did not expect that at all. That caught me off guard. I was like, 2026, I'm like, this year? I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll take it.
I kind of prefer that, honestly. Like, I really don't like a game trailer dropping and then, like, Pragmata, and then not having that game come out for several years.
Several years?
Final Fantasy Versus 13, rebranded later as 15. Yeah, like a decade later. I mean, I wish. I am a patient person, okay? I learned patience through actually an article that came out recently that said that they followed around people like our age, millennials, that grew up on Game Boy playing Pokemon, and that they are much more successful later in life because Pokemon taught them skills like negotiation and patience and all these other things because like you had to play by the rules of that game. And anyways, so I've learned patience because of that. But like, if you have an amazing game to release, don't test my patience. Like, keep it to yourselves until you're closer to release it so that I can have it sooner without having to think about it every day for several years until it comes out.
Yeah, no, I know, because it just what happens is you're just gonna forget about the game like entirely, most likely. And then with Pragmata, they had to they had to build that hype back up because it was revealed at the PS5 reveal presentation. So that was 6 years ago, Kyle.
Yeah, I know.
So
they've got the demo and the trailer that they released at the State of Play. I mean, that just made it look really good.
It did.
It's got that same kind of. It's kind of hard to put my finger on it, but it's almost a little bit God of War like with the adult-child type relationship. And it sounds like the characters come from similar backgrounds, like Hugh, coming from, I think they said like an orphanage, and not really knowing who he was and where he's at now. And the same thing with this what would you call her? Like, she's not a robot per se.
No, she's a cyborg, right?
A cyborg or android, I guess.
Android.
Not
Yeah,
really,
I think that's the better word for it. Yes.
Yeah, not really like knowing who she is, and them just like having this adventure together. It looks really good.
it
And
looks
I'm
great.
glad that they're finally bringing it out, but
I know.
it's
Um,
demo played great.
it did. I'm really interested. I'm really interested to see how the relationship grows between him and her.
Yeah.
How they're going to flesh that out. How they're going to become closer, and I'm sure bicker, argue sometimes. Uh, the demo they showed, the trailer that they showed in the state of play looks really cool too. Because up until then, I thought it just took place indoors, inside like corridors, inside the spaceship. But no,
Yeah.
in this trailer, it showed them like outdoors in a nice kind of like a big area, open area. So like he's like jumping and walking through a city, like a
Hmm.
deserted city. It looks like. So I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, it
Um,
looks really good. I was glad that they showed that because that game is coming out soon too, and they just hadn't really done a whole lot of hype, like you said. So they're working hard to hype it up and get it back into the limelight, if you will, and dropping a demo for it too. I think was a great way to do
that was
that.
smart. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Every game. I think every game needs a demo. So
Yeah, if it's worth playing, it needs a demo. Like I don't I don't understand the idea behind don't drop a demo for it because I feel like maybe some companies hide behind that and they don't drop a demo because they're not confident enough that their game will sell if they drop a demo.
right, which is already a red flag. So.
Yeah.
But cool. Well, we got Pragmata out of the way already, so let's talk about another. No, these are going to be not in order, by the way. Like not in order to like not in the order that they showed them in this state of play. I'm looking at a list here. It's just going in alphabetical order.
Okay.
I'm kind of just jumping around, but another one that they showed was Beast of Reincarnation. Now we've already seen this at the Xbox Developer Direct. They've showed
Right.
a substantial portion of the game at that. This was just kind of more of that. It looks good. I mean, it looks. I think it's kind of cool. They're going with this post-apocalyptic plant base game. You know, where you use plants to get around, to traverse the environment. You fight plant-based enemies. But nature and plants seems to be the essential theme of of
Mm-hmm.
Reincarnation. Um, like your pet wolf, which I can't remember the name of. Um,
Coup.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, because yeah. I'm looking at the press release here. It says this one person, one dog action RPG launches on PS5 August 4th. So we did get a release date in that trailer. Um,
Yeah.
Set in sci-fi inspired far future Japan against the backdrop of a devastated world, Beast of Reincarnation follows Emma, a blight corrupted outcast, and her four-legged companion Ku, a malefact, whose kind is supposedly a danger to the world. You'll need to switch between Emma's real-time sword-based combat and directing Ku through a command system similar to a turn-based RPG. So that comes out August 4th. Looks good.
Yeah.
Yes. Moving on. Uh, they also showed a new trailer for 007 First Light. Another cool
Be
action-packed
still my
trailer.
beating heart.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I gotta
Yeah,
say,
it does.
a little bit of Uncharted, a little bit of a Hitman in there. With the action and stealth gameplay, it's kind of grabbing DNA from a few different games. Um, it says here, State of Play debuted a brand new story trailer for 007 First Light, offering PS5 players a deeper look at IO Interactive's original take on the origin of James Bond. The video offers a glimpse of Bond's exploits on Iceland, which puts him on M16's radar as a potential recruit for its newly revived 00 program. The program will see Bond cross paths with its training instructor, former 00 agent John Greenway, with two needing to work together to take on 009, a former British operative now turned rogue and on the loose. Now, this is interesting, Kyle, because in this game, James Bond, he's green, right? Like, he's a rookie.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's kind of newly formed onto this team. In fact, you see them in the trailer saying that I don't think he's ready. He's got some proving to do in this game.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, but it looks good. Kyle, are you
Don't
excited
they
for this?
tell him in the trailer too? Like yeah, 007 or double O's don't have a long life or something, and he's like, bring it on, and he's just like young and naive and doesn't think that he's gonna die, and he's probably gonna get the crap kicked out of him as I play him, but he'll be all right.
Oh yeah, if I play, I'm definitely gonna get him killed a number of times. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry in advance, James Bond.
It looks really good. The one thing that I could not get over, and I'll have to, but it was when he's trying to create a distraction in the gameplay trailer that they showed the previous time. He's trying to create a distraction, like get inside this party, and he like starts a fire, and nobody sees him start a fire outside in broad daylight. And it's like, just I think it was just like one of the ways that you could get in, and it's like,
Yeah,
my guy, like, how are you gonna start a fire like in the middle of this like courtyard in broad daylight, and nobody catches you and you're able to like get in? That was the only thing I was like, I mean, there's probably other ways to get in sneakily, more like a double O would do it. But
yeah,
anyways, I mean, it looks great. It looks really good. This is one that I am very excited for. I love 007. Um, Bring it on. It's gonna be fun.
yeah. I think so too. Comes out. When does it come out? Uh, I don't remember. Is it? Oh yeah, it's May, right? Yeah,
I forget, but
it's
May
May.
27th is
Yeah.
what I'm seeing here
So
on the trailer.
yeah, no, I think it looks good. Looks really good. So looking forward to that for sure.
They seriously better stagger these releases because, like, I just don't make
Well,
enough to buy all the games that I want.
that's just it, Kyle. They're not good. So you're gonna see a lot of games from like now until like September just all clumped together because no one's gonna even want to go near GTA 6.
Yeah.
Like you do, so we're gonna see a lot of these these games. Like I'll be shocked if we see like a big release go past September. I think September will be like the latest you'll see any release that isn't GTA 5, 6. Excuse me.
I
So
I think you're right. I'm also curious to see what happens to Call of Duty this year with GTA 6 releasing like the exact same month that Call of Duty likes to release
hmm
their game, and all the flack that Activision has been catching in the last years for some of the games coming out that just have not been super great.
well, yeah, Black Ops 7 is the worst. Like I think the worst selling one since World at War. I was reading,
I haven't
but I
bought a
don't know.
Call of Duty game in a long time. I used to get them for free from my buddy that was at
Oh
Activision.
right.
He'd get like friends and family codes, and so I get them that way and play them. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how that impacts a. Not so much because I have anything against Activision. I actually don't. I do like their games. I haven't played them recently just because I can't get sweaty like that in lobbies anymore. Like I get my butt kicked. But
Yeah.
I'm curious to see like Activision and their Call of Duty releases annually usually have a pretty good show out for like how many people buy them, right? But I want to see just metrically what happens when you have a game the size of Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out at the same time as a game like Call of Duty that everybody knows and loves and buys.
hmm
Is it going to impact their sales? I would assume so.
Yeah. No, I can almost guarantee you that it will, and I'm here for it. So anyway, next game on the list,
Next, yes.
For Loop. It is a four-player co-op shooter by Bad Robot Games. It's the same people who made Left 4 Dead. So
Oh
uh,
yeah.
yeah, it's a more. They explained more of the gameplay mechanics in this trailer this time around. How you take your squad, you go in, and as long as one of you, I guess, is still alive, you can reprint the other ones. So it
Yeah.
looks okay. I am not super into this. Looks a bit generic to me. The one thing I thought was cool in the trailer, though, they showed this cool like Rubik's cube boss. Almost reminded me something out of like Returnal with all the lasers going everywhere. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
but
did agree with that sentiment that that boss looked really cool with like the mechanics, right? Like don't get caught by the lasers from that Rubik's cube, and
right,
as it rotates, you have to kind of destroy the different parts of it. I thought that was cool. The rest of it looked Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. I like co-op. I enjoy like a good co-op game. I enjoy stuff like this, but for some reason this particular game, these last couple trailers that I've watched, something it's just not grabbing me. It's not pulling me. There's just it's not. I don't. It doesn't have this hook where I'm like I have to play this. It just I don't know, man. It I, I can't even put my finger on it of why. It just
Yeah, like for me, what's happening with it is there are so many like looter shooter games that are out there, and these types of games where it's like you die, you lose everything kind of thing. And I don't know. I feel like I need a break from those types of games. Like even Arc Raiders. Like I haven't played Arc Raiders at all, and I don't know if I will. I'm just not into those kinds of games where like I play against. This one looks more PVE, which I appreciate more PVE more than PvP VE.
yeah,
But
same.
I really don't like player enemies impacting my gameplay experience. You know, like if I'm gonna play a cooperative game, like I want it to be against like the computer that I can outsmart with my buddies. And I don't know, I just didn't have that like zing that I was looking for. You know, like where you said, "Oh, don't worry if you die, you don't lose everything as long as one of your buddies is still alive." Well, like what I want to bring him back in game. Can we talk about how we bring them back in game so that like I don't have to sit there for 30 minutes watching my buddy finish the mission?
Yeah, fight off the hordes. And, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. There's just it seemed like there was something missing, but we'll see how it shakes down.
yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best for these guys. But moving on. Uh, we don't. This next game, Kyle, we don't have to talk about too deeply because I don't think either of us are big into the series. But it's a series that started on PS1. I do have the game, but this was Brigadine Abyss.
Yeah.
It's a strategy RPG, like grid based. The press release here it says a blast from PlayStation's strategic past returns this year in the form of Brigadine Abyss, a new entry in the single-player fantasy strategy RPG. The first title of which was released on the original PS or PlayStation back in 1998. Now, 6 years after the release of Brigadine: The Legend of Runeterra, the series once again brings players to a fantasy world where battles take place on a hex grid. So, yeah, they released the last Brigadine game. They released in 2020. So I never even played that one, but they're someone's buying it, I guess, because they're making another one. So it looks. I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks like it's got a good story. It's got the anime aesthetic, which already draws me in automatically. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, but I thought it was worth at least mentioning. I don't know, Kyle. You think it looks up your alley at all?
I don't know, probably not. I do like the aesthetic of it, but I may
Yeah.
just watch like a before you buy or something and get my fix
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of times with
No.
games like these, I don't have time to play them, but I can at least like learn about them, and that satisfies the itch I have to play them.
Yeah. Admire it from afar. Like watch like a couple let's plays and kind of get your fill that way,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
exactly. That way I can get my fill, but I don't have to add it to my my backlog.
Your ever expanding backlog of doom.
It's yeah, it's too big. Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. So yeah, next here they showed Control Resonant, and for somebody who has yet to play the first Control game, I have it in my backlog. I have the game, haven't played it, but this looks awesome. I don't know if you
Yes.
watched the whole trailer, Kyle, but something interesting in that trailer, Kyle. I want to know if the game I'm thinking of is the game that you thought of when you first saw him shift gravity to like part of the building. What was there a game that you instantly thought of that you were like, oh my god? Because there was a game for me.
There is, but I couldn't put my finger on the game because the second that he teleported to that building and it shifted gravity, I was like, okay, we've seen this before. Where was it? And I can't remember.
I'll give you a hint. It has the word gravity in it in the title. It was on the Vita.
Oh,
And
I
the
didn't have Vita.
sequel. Oh, okay. And the sequel's on PS4. Gravity Rush.
Hmm.
You ever play Gravity? Did you play
No,
Gravity
I don't
Rush?
think that was. I don't think that was it for me.
Really? Oh, dang. Oh, when it showed him like cling to the side of the building, I was like Gravity Rush. Oh man, because that was such a prominent thing that you did in that game. You would stick to like
Yeah.
you would run up like the sides of buildings, under the buildings. You would fly upside down, sideways, every which way. So it was just cool to see. No, but it looks awesome. The combat
It
looks
does.
really fluid. It looks responsive and fun and chaotic and cool, and it looks great, man. It looks really good.
Yeah. And I actually never played the original Control either. I did actually, like for an hour. I played it on the PS5 because they did that remaster for PS5, and all the
All
game
right.
news, all the media was saying this is a must play on PS5. It's like the best game ever. And I jumped into it, and about an hour in, I got lost, and there were like no indicators on where to go or how to get out, and I was like, this is stupid. And I
This is
stopped
dumb.
playing it.
Screw this game.
Yeah, and I stopped playing it, and I never picked it back up again. But I remember the combat being fun, and it being a game that I did want to come back to. I just like once I hit that kind of threshold, it goes into the backlog, kind of towards the back, and I just now this is going to force me to have to go back and play it so I can figure out the
Yeah,
story.
same.
Yeah, figure out like what's a resonance in the first one. I don't know, but it does look like a lot of fun. Combat looks good, and if anything, it'll make me play the first one so I can play the second one.
Yeah, they're changing it up too combat wise. So in the first one, it was range based combat, like she would shoot at them, from afar. Whereas this one is melee focused. So they've definitely changed the combat up significantly in this game. So that'll be an interesting kind of twist for Control Resident.
It
But
looks good.
looks good. It does look good. So I am excited to see how it turns out and hopefully get it in the coming months. So. Anyway, moving on, we have Crimson Moon. They announced this game at the State of Play for the first time. It looks like Doom with swords. As the best way I can describe it. It looks chaotic. I almost wonder if it was like more of a Soulsy type game, but I don't think so. It looks kind of like I said. It looks more like a Doom, but more melee focused because you have like your maces and your swords. He was doing like these brutal takedowns, these brutal executions. And the cool twist in the trailer is it looks like you can bring a co-op friend. And you can, because in the press release here it says, welcome to a gothic world full of angels, demons, and ancient gods. In this action-adventure RPG, Crimson Moon, developed by probably monsters, you'll battle alone or join forces with a friend. Be ready, though, as co-op amplifies the intensity, with dynamic difficulty scaling and enemy composition ensuring every mission feels fresh and personal. Whether fighting side by side or carving your own path, the goal remains the same. Purge the darkness and reclaim the city. The game launches later this year on PS5. So no exact release date, but it says it's releasing this year. So it definitely is a game I'm going to keep my eye on. It looks interesting. I don't know, Kyle. What do you think about it? Anything?
I think it looks really good. The art direction was a little jarring for me when I saw the opening, and I'm playing it here on my other screen, but when I saw the opening cinematic, like when it opens up inside that cathedral and everything, like it's doing this like pan and these different shots to show just how detailed and gorgeous this cathedral is. And then as it gets into like the characters in the gameplay actually, like the characters themselves, they look like something that you would expect to see on PS4 or like a mobile game.
Yeah, or even like almost like PS3 ish,
Yeah, and
like
it's
late
just
PS3.
it was almost
I know what you
jarring
mean.
because you've got like this almost not photorealistic intro cinematic, but like the art direction in there is just so detailed. Everything is etched out, and there's light bouncing off of different objects, and there's these shadows and light play and everything. And then you get to your character, and your character is just like this like almost like muddled character that is less detailed, and they've got all this emphasis on like the gore and the blood, and even the gore and the blood is like really cartoony.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I noticed that
uh,
too. Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
I know, it just looked, it felt like they introed it with something really fancy, and then they swapped in something cheap afterwards. And so
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's just like an early trailer and they're still working on refining it and everything, because it does look like it could be a lot of fun. But that was just really jarring for me. Like when they showed the beginning and then they showed that, I thought when we talk about
Hmm.
this in the podcast, like I'll have to mention that, because
Yeah.
that was my biggest impression of it. Honestly, was what they did there.
No, definitely worth noting. Yeah, we'll see if that's just a style they're going for, or if that's something they're going to be trying to tune up, possibly.
Yeah.
Hopefully the latter. But I think it looks fun. It looks fun to go through with a buddy and just just kill things. you
Hmm.
know, run through levels. But yeah,
Yeah.
so hopefully we get more info on that soon. It comes out this year. It says so. We'll see. Um, Next, we have this isn't something we'll have to spend much time on, Kyle, but they announced Death Stranding 2 on the beach for PC. Knew this was coming. I figured this was going to be coming. Uh, it comes out, I think, March, so a little less than a year out from the PS5 launch.
I swear
So
they announced that already.
for PC,
Yeah. I was pretty positive. I think I read something about like a pending announcement about Death Stranding coming to
you
PC.
probably read the rumor that it was going to get announced because I was reading rumors too.
I mean, I would have bet money that it was coming to PC.
Yeah, same for sure. I knew it was going to come.
Yeah.
Um,
No surprise.
No. So next they showed. This is pretty exciting for me. I don't know how big of a fan you are of the series, Kyle, but Legacy of Kain Defiance remastered. Now, Legacy of Kain Defiance came out, I think, in 2005, so we're about 21 years removed from the PS2 release. Great game, great series, actually. Um, it says here the remastered Dark Fantasy Classic launches March 3rd, so real soon, on PS5 and PS4, with a robust set of new features to get your fangs into, alongside refinements to visuals, controls, and camera design for modern audiences, and a host of archival content. The game's deluxe edition will feature a playable demo of Defiance's canceled sequel, Dark Prophecy. So that's pretty cool. I never even knew that was a thing. But yeah, Kyle, I don't know. Were you ever into the Legacy of Kain series or not really?
No, not really. I never played them.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, they have a remaster of Legacy of Kain 1 and 2, so I do recommend it. If it ever goes on sale, I think it's worth it. They're fun games. Great story to both of them. So
Yeah. Yeah, I
yeah,
think for me, they never really appealed to me, and like I feel like the remaster, like I would be more interested in it if I had played the original ones and I was able to get that like nostalgic feeling from playing the remaster of them. I
right.
couldn't tell you why they never really appealed to me. I'm not really sure.
That's fair. Um, yeah, I guess I had it. I mean, I must not have never like played it in front of you or showed it to you or anything, but
It's your fault actually why I never got into them, because
right, yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, it is. Looking back at it, I
you would never
never,
play them.
dude. Dude, that was the butterfly effect. Me not showing you that game, so then you never bought it or got into it, and here we are. You just somebody who just doesn't care about it at all. It's on me.
Yep. This is why I have so much Legacy of Kain trauma.
Right? Yeah, the trauma. So yeah, that comes out real soon. I am personally looking forward to that a lot. I'll probably pick that up for sure. So,
Awesome.
anyways, what they showed next here, Ghost of Yotei Legends. We knew this was coming. We just didn't know when, and now we have a release date. This, of course, is the added update for Ghost of Yotei. It's the added multiplayer that you will be able to get for free if you own the game. So it says here, strike through March 10th on your calendars, Warriors, as that's the day Ghost of Yotei Legends launches. This supernaturally charged cooperative multiplayer update will be available to all Ghost of Yotei players as part of the game's 1.5 update, with distinct character classes to learn and earn cosmetics for, 3 mission types to conquer, and the promise of a raid in the coming months. You better warm up that sword arm. So this, of course, is, coming off the heels of Ghost of Yotei, which is, still hot. It's still selling well. So it's good that they're getting it out, this soon after launch. The Legends mode of Ghost of Tsushima was excellent, Kyle. I don't remember if you ever tried that or played it, but it was fantastic. I played it with a friend. I actually have yet to get Ghost of Yotei. I do have to get this game because I don't have it yet. Because I played a lot of the Legends mode with a buddy of mine. He actually watches the podcast. He's in a PS5. I'm in a chat with him on PS5. Shout out P-Bomb. But yeah, so I got to get the game. I got to play with him. I'm sure he's going to want to play. So that'll be something we got to coordinate. But yeah, Kyle, any interest in this? I mean, any interest in ever picking up Yotei at all? Or
Yeah, definitely. Probably on a sale. Probably not full price because I have enough things to keep me going until it comes on sale. The only thing I'll say is that I said this last time, I really, really, really loathe how many times I go to explore a question mark on my map in Tsushima, and it's a ghosts or a Legends storyteller.
oh yeah,
Absolutely freaking bonkers. Like that's probably one of my most hated features of a game that I think I've ever encountered because when I'm going to explore a game, like when I'm exploring an open world game, and especially in the sense of like Yotei or Tsushima, I'm looking for things that are going to progress my story, progress my adventure, give me new skills, new weapons, new cosmetics, stuff that's going to expand my story. If I'm looking for multiplayer, I don't want to adventure halfway across the map to some question mark to find a person that's going to let me play multiplayer. Like, just have it in the city where one of the campfires or a city, and don't make it a question mark on the map that it makes me go over there and entices me to go. And I think that's probably it's got to be one of the worst features I think I've seen in the game in a long time. Is that there? And I know why they did it. They did it because they want you to be in Legends. Like, they want you to use it, and they're like forcing it on you by
they want to keep you playing the game. I mean, I wouldn't even call it live service because you don't really spend money on it. You just play. I think they just wanted to keep you engaged with the game itself. You know what I mean? But I do agree they should have handled it differently. Maybe just have one little designated spot on the map that you can go to, that you can talk to or one of those legends.
At any city, because I can go to any city and I can upgrade my swords, my armor, and everything else. Like, I can get different things, cosmetics for my horse. Have the legends guy there too. Don't put them out by some waterfall that I think I'm gonna go over here and get
a little side quest
or something. Yeah, it was just and honestly that's the reason why I don't play Legends. I don't want to after that. Like, it soured that taste so much for me that I just won't play it on Tsushima.
Just defiance alone. You're just like, no, yeah, you ruined it, guys.
Not just defiance, but I just don't
out of
like
spite,
it.
maybe
It made Legends such a bad experience for me. Like, I just don't feel like dipping my toe into it. Maybe they did it differently in Yotei. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
Tsushima was an absolutely incredible game. That Legends thing doesn't take away from it for me, but it did make it so I just don't touch Legends because it feels spammy to me. Like, why would I click on clickbait or spam? It felt like the same thing in my Tsushima game.
No, you're right. It was quite egregious how they
egregious. I like that. Yes, egregious.
So that's out March 10th, real soon. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if I'll get it right away. Well, it depends if my friend jumps on it right away. Then I probably will. But we'll see.
I need to play Yotei get it and play it before Legends comes out, so I can explore the whole map without those stupid markers all across it. And then when
Yeah.
Legends comes out, then I know that all the new question marks, the extra 100 curiosity points that they add all across the map, are things that I just don't care about.
If they do it that way in Yote, yeah. Assuming that they do, but I guess we don't even know. But yeah, so cool. Excited for that. Moving on, we have a game that I am really excited for. Mina the Hollower. This is by, of course, Shovel Knight Studio Yacht Games, and they joined the State of Play to share some new gameplay in a PS5 demo for Mina the Hollower, which I don't know if I'm going to download because I don't know if I want to play any of it. The action-adventure launches this spring on PS5 and promises to be the creator's largest game yet, boasting a densely packed world with over 25 unique bosses, 60 trinkets to discover, weapon upgrades, a level-up system, New Game Plus, hundreds of gameplay modifiers, a fishing minigame, which of course is the most important thing to us gamers, tons of puns, and so much more. You can try it yourself tomorrow when a limited time demo drops on PS5. And by tomorrow, we mean right now, because this is a week later. So the demo is live now on PS5. If you guys want to go try it, you can. I'm conflicted if I want to download it because I don't know if I want to be spoiled by any of the game. I might just wait until I can play it myself. But dude, this game, I don't know about you, Kyle, but like I have that deep like Game Boy Color nostalgia. So this game looks absolutely fantastic to me. I am so excited for this. It reminds me of like a Game Boy. It just looks like a Zelda-like to me in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It just looks so much fun. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts, Kyle? Are you interested in this game at all?
Not really. I think I actually forgot that they even showed a game like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. Just didn't really. The fishing, yes. I'd go fishing in it, but the
Yeah.
rest of it, I don't know. Maybe I'll play the demo on it and
Yeah, try it out, man.
see how that goes.
It hits that. So I'm a deeply nostalgic person, like very deeply nostalgic. So I when games come out that hits this chord for me that reminds me of just older games that I played when I was younger, it's going to attract me instantly. And this game did that to me like to a T. It just reminded me, like I said, of those top-down Zelda games on Game Boy. I don't know, it really resonated with me like on a very, very deep personal level. So I'm excited for it. I'm actually, God, no, talking about it now, I think I'm going to download that demo. I'm pumped. So I'm excited for it this spring. Hopefully we get an actual release date soon instead of just this spring. But who knows? But I'm excited. But moving on, we have they showed Project Windless. This is an interesting, probably the most unique game they showed at the, not unique as in gameplay wise, but just the protagonist stands out. Giant chicken, or I should probably say rooster since I think it's a male. But this giant rooster mowing down like hundreds of people on screen at once. It almost looked Dynasty Warriors-esque in a lot of.
I was gonna say it looks like Dynasty Warriors, but maybe on steroids.
Yeah, like I wondered. I was like, well, is this a Muso game? But if you read it, it's an open world action adventure game. So maybe just some spots are gonna be like that, where you are mowing down like tons of enemies.
Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, who knows, man? Reading the press release here, it says coming to PS5. Project Windless is a dark fantasy open world. See right there, open world. So. Action RPG inspired by the Korean novel series The Bird That Drinks Tears, that's who you play as. The game will tap into a point thousands of years before the source material, having you play as one of the Recons, a nomadic warrior race of humanoid birds known for their immense physical strength and size. So, I think this looks awesome. Like, I think this looks really good. Graphics look good. The action looks great. The protagonist, I think, is hysterical and awesome at the same time. So I don't know. I think it looks really good, Kyle. What do you think, man?
I think it looks good too. The intro was really interesting, where it starts with this like tribal goddess lady, like witch, bleeding or crying mercury out of her eyes, and she's like, "This isn't your land; it's ours, and we're here to reclaim it." And then it's like, enter Rooster Man, just absolutely obliterating enemies, and it looks really good. I'm excited to see and hear more about this.
Yeah. It must be really early in development because it says Project Windfall. So anytime something says like project as part of the placeholder title, it's probably a ways off. I'm
I guess they
assuming
call it
anyway.
windless because like he can't fly, even though he
Yeah,
looks like he
that could
can.
be it. Yeah, he's got his wings clipped. But yeah, so looking forward to more info on that. We'll see.
Yeah.
See what happens to the game. So yeah. Next up, we have a game. Star Wars. They showed Galactic Racer. Uh, yeah, and I know we're on different parts of the spectrum here, Kyle, because you're a huge Star Wars fan, and I am not a Star Wars fan at all. But I think we can both agree that this game looks fantastic. Uh, they showed this, and it looks like it has a little bit of Burnout DNA. I don't know if you noticed that, Kyle,
Hmm.
but like
Yeah.
with the
Well,
crashes,
it
you can
does.
crash into the
I
other
was gonna say with the
racers.
crashes, the
Yeah, and it
jump.
goes into like slow mo when you know what I
Hmm.
mean with the when you crash, and I was like, Burnout, is that you? So if this is just like Burnout with a Star Wars skinned, I'm all for it. But it looks awesome. I'm excited to get my hands on this. I don't know. What do you
Yeah,
think,
it
Kyle?
looks good. No, I like it. The racing looks good. I liked the little like throwback to episode one with Sebulba's pod racer there on the in the end. It's it's looking pretty cool. It looks like the pod racer game that we've been needing for some time.
Yeah, I agree. No, it comes out. It comes out again. It comes out this year, so no exact release date, but we'll probably get more info on it soon. So it looks good.
I'm a massive Star Wars fan. Like original
Hmm.
trilogy pre Disney. I think Disney did a great job with the Mandalorian, seasons one and two, especially season one. I feel like season three they kind of dropped the ball. Star Wars Episode Seven, I actually liked it because it was like a fan tribute. It felt like Episode Four just redone as seven in a different timeline and story. And then, man, like eight and nine, just absolute jokes. And I just, yeah, I love Star Wars. I
That's what
just
I
hate what
heard.
Disney's done. I hate what Disney's done to them, and but the game is looking really good, and I love the original pod racing game. I think on the N64, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
and like Rogue Squadron, all those. It's if it's got that Burnout DNA, oof, I think it'll be really good.
yeah. No, I agree. Looks good. Um, Next couple games, Kyle. We don't have to talk about too deeply. Or they showed another trailer for Resident Evil 9, but I don't think they needed to. We've already seen a whole lot of it. Um, I think it looks good. You know, looks good. I don't know if I'm gonna get it day one, but it looks really nice. Are you gonna get it, Kyle?
You know, I'm so far out of the Resident Evil story that like when they show characters that have been in the past, they don't mean much to me because I haven't played any Resident Evil games really since two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So none of
No.
them like the fact that they just like keep using the same characters and going back in the same stories and same places, like it hits that nostalgic thing for other people, but for me, I would it would just fall on deaf ears because I can't relate. So I would like to play it, but I don't know if I will. It might just be one that I just look at reviews for and say, awesome.
Yeah. If you do get a chance, I do recommend getting like Resident Evil 4 remake. Kyle is really good. So I mean, Resident Evil 4 is good in general, but the remake is really good. So if it's ever on a deep sale, Kyle, I do recommend maybe picking it up and trying it out because it's awesome.
Yeah,
But
I'll take that
anyway,
under advisement.
yeah. They also showed John Wick, which I didn't know was a John Wick trailer until an embarrassingly amount of time that went into the trailer. Um,
Oh,
but it looks good.
It was so clear that it was John Wick. Let me tell you how many
I'm sure it
seconds I
was.
played.
It probably was. I just was not. I just couldn't tell right away. But yeah, I'm sure John Wick fans probably noticed almost immediately.
Yeah, the second that they did the suit, okay, so I just paused it. 12 seconds in, I was like, is this a John Wick game? And by 17 seconds in, I was like, this is a John Wick game. And then when they actually said John Wick, I was like, ah!
Yeah.
Or when they showed it was John Wick, rather, yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, it showed the that signature gun fu action that the movies are known for. It's the brutal kills that he does in the movies. You can see he does in the game. The gameplay looks, when they finally got to show the gameplay looked really good, and it looked brutal and it looked fun, and it looks good. I think it looks awesome. So I'm excited to see more on that too when they decide to.
I like John Wick movies so much. I usually, like, at nighttime, sometimes when I'm just looking to start getting sleepy and fall asleep, I'll put on a movie, like one that I'm familiar with, a movie I really like. There's a very small list of movies I cannot watch to get sleepy, and John Wick is one of them. I can't watch John Wick at night because it just amps me up too much. I want to go be John Wick. So
You want to you want to fight bad guys.
It's one I can't get sleepy to because it's just too adrenaline pumping for me. So
Yeah.
the game will be good. I'm excited.
Yeah. Next, we're going to talk about Konami's. So they had a Konami showcase inside of a showcase. So Konami revealed, I think it's 5 games. And I don't know, man. I think Konami's back. They went all out in their little presentation. We got a Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2 coming out. So that means finally, MGS4 is being liberated off of the PS3. We're finally going to be able to play it on modern hardware. That and Peace Walker, and then Ghost Babel for the Game Boy Color is going to be an all-in-one package coming out this August, late August. What do you think, Kyle?
I think so. I've been keeping an eye out. I've been looking for Guns of the Patriots to be available for purchase, like on the store. And I think at one point they actually took it down because they had an issue with the licensing to a lot of the photos and like videos from the from the cinematics. You have to relicense those occasionally, and so they they said that they took it down because of that. I'm wondering if they took it down because they were planning on this remaster to.
I'm sure it was because of that
collection. Because this was several years ago though, but I bet that they were starting to go that direction to like get them in. And yeah, I mean I loved Guns of the Patriots. I didn't get to play Peace Walker, but I mean I've loved all the Metal Gear games that I've ever played. So.
Yeah, me too. No, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to play that Ghost Babel game. I guess that Game Boy Color game, Kyle, Ghost Babel is really good. Really, it was like one of the when it came out, Kyle. It was like one of the highest rated games of all time.
Really?
No joke.
Wow.
It's kind of funny. Yeah. That's at a time when we had like way less people that were reviewing games, but I'm excited to finally try that.
People out there.
Yeah, like I'm excited, dude. Like we're finally getting MGS4. It's time. It's been time for a long time, but
It has.
So I'm excited for that. This next game, Kyle, was probably my game of the show, and which got me the most amped. We're finally getting a proper 2D Castlevania game after all this time. A new entry in Castlevania called Belmont's Curse. Kyle, I'm so excited, man. I'm really excited. This is the only trailer that the only game I should say that I've watched the trailer like 5 times. Just give it to me now. Please just put the game in a syringe and just stick it just in my veins. Just put it in a syringe. Put it right here. I need it. I need the game. I need it yesterday. I want it. It looks amazing. The animations look phenomenal. The sprite work, the animations, everything, the movement, the attacks. Oh my god, dude, I'm so excited. I am so pumped for Belmont's Curse. I don't know, man. I don't know if you're a big Castlevania fan, Kyle, but
Not really, but
that's fair.
this one looked really good, and I will definitely consider picking this one up. It looked really artsy. Like I liked the art direction that they took with it, and the gameplay looked good. Like just really fiery explosions, and you look powerful. Um, yeah, it looks like a really fun game. So certainly on my watch list.
Yeah, no, I'm. It's kind of, and that's coming out this year as well. So I don't know. I'm really excited for it. So we'll see.
But not soon enough for you.
What?
Not soon enough for you. It just says
Not no.
2026.
It's definitely not. I know. Um, Next game they showed was Darwin's Paradox. It's kind of like Metal Gear Solid, but you're playing as an octopus. It's definitely inspired by Metal Gear Solid because you have to like hide from enemies and be kind of tactical. The demo was out, I think now. So I don't know. It looks interesting. Looks kind of neat, silly, cute. Any thoughts on it, Kyle?
Not really. I mean, it looks silly and cute with like that little Metal Gear Solid flair, and they had I forget where this lived before, but it was like a demo once, right? And now they're turning it into its own thing.
Yeah, they showed it once before when they announced it, but they're giving an actual proper demo this time, like a playable demo.
Yeah, yeah. It looks fun. Maybe I'll put it on for the kids or something
Yeah,
while I play it, since they can't watch Metal Gear Solid.
right. Yeah, definitely not. Um, Next game, they're bringing back Silent Hill. A new Silent Hill game's coming out called Townfall. That comes out. I don't know if they announced a release date for it. They didn't. I don't think so. That's okay. But it's a first-person Silent Hill game, so
Yeah.
that will be interesting. So we'll see how that goes. It looks good. This one I did know. I knew it was Silent Hill the moment I heard like the music, because Silent Hill has a very distinct OST. You know, so I was like, this is Silent Hill, and sure enough, it was. But I don't know. It looks good, Kyle. Any thoughts?
It looks like Silent Hill, first
It does.
person, could be interesting.
Yeah. Um, and then the last game they showed during that showcase, I thought was Suikoden at first, but no, it's a brand new game, brand new IP from Konami called Rev Noir. And it says here, Konami brought the first glimpse of their new JRPG to the state of play. Rev Noir is set in a world plagued by a deadly phenomenon known as Lightfall, which instantly kills anyone it touches. The story follows a memory lost boy, of course it does, and a mysterious girl as they set out on a journey to put an end to the catastrophe. So, looks like an action RPG, an action JRPG. Looks good from what I saw, but they didn't show much. So I need to see more for sure. But any thoughts,
Looks
Kyle?
good. My only thought was that the rain being dangerous or deadly reminds me of a game made by somebody that left Konami years ago and made his own game series called Death Stranding.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm almost wondering if that rain is like a shot at Death Stranding, maybe, or like a tribute to Death Stranding. I don't know, but it's just kind of interesting that Konami would have an element in their game that is almost identical to Death Stranding, which is Hideo Kojima's baby right now.
Hmm. Right.
That was my thought. The rest of it was, oh yeah, it looks good, but then I couldn't stop thinking about like, is that like, I don't know, maybe an olive
Yeah.
branch reaching out to Hideo saying, hey, come back and help us with Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah. Please. We.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it looks cool. No release date, so it's probably a long ways off, which is fine. So, Yeah. So next up, they showed Saros, uh, the game by Housemarque. It looks really, really good. It is the follow up to Returnal, and it looks like they've put a lot of player complaints. They've taken them to heart because there's permanent progression now, which is pretty cool, right? Permanent progression. You can, I guess there's going to be a bunch of sliders that you can move to make the game kind of easier in some areas, but will make it
I
harder
thought
in
that
other
was
areas.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can start off in any biome that you've unlocked, which is great news. Looks like it has more of a story. It's more story focused this time. You have a hub that you have like other characters to interact with. So literally all the complaints I've heard about Returnal seems like they're addressing in Sorrows. So they're going to be making it more accessible. It seems like, which is good. Or maybe they'll grab they'll grab a wider audience this time. But it looks good. I mean, I think it looks great. I loved Returnal, so I'm looking forward to Sorrows. I don't know, Kyle. Any thoughts on this one?
No, I mean we've covered this quite a bit before.
We have, yeah.
It looks good. I didn't know it was anything related to Returnal, which I never played, but the idea of coming back stronger and like overcoming a challenge does sound fun, like my kind of game, kind of a roguelite, if you will, a little
Exactly.
bit.
Yep, and that's what it is too. So it's kind of I don't know. It looks fun. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Comes out April 30th, I believe. So look forward to that. So um, another PlayStation Studios game. Well, in conjunction with Arxis, I guess. But we got Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. That is the new Marvel fighting game. Uh, so they showed this, and they showed some X-Men characters: Wolverine, Storm, Magic, and Danger. Which I've never heard of Danger before, and I've read a lot of Marvel comics, but I don't know if Danger's a newer character or not. But it looks good, Kyle. I know you can probably have more to speak on this because you're more of a fighting game fan than I am. But I still want it because it looks really good, and I love Marvel, so I'm definitely gonna get it. So what about you, Kyle?
So yes, it does. Now that I know it's not the way that they've been advertising it and pushing it all across the PlayStation Store, I thought it was a live service, like free to play game, and I didn't realize until this trailer that they showed at the State of Play that it's like an actual fighting game. So
Oh,
so like for me being like in the world of gaming and not knowing that's like a real game, I think their advertising is coming across as kind of spammy, honestly. uh, I think that they're
okay.
probably pushing it too hard, which makes me wonder if it's actually going to be a worthwhile game at that point. But that's just like me being a little bit more pessimistic. I think the art style looks good. It looks like the gameplay that they've shown looks really interesting. I'm less of a fighting game guy now. I'm just more of like a, what can I like chill to on my couch instead of get sweaty to.
Right.
So I probably
Yeah.
won't pick it up, honestly, just because it's not really my jam anymore. But it does look
Fair.
good, and I'll probably watch some people play it and just learn about it. And that's
See it that way. Yeah.
yeah,
I definitely will get it because my younger son is a huge fighting game fan. He loves fighting games, and he loves Marvel just like me. So he's gonna. I mean, if I don't get it, he's gonna beg me to get it until I do get it. So I'm probably buying it. So yeah, looks good though. Comes out August. Was it August? I think it's August 6th. So yeah, looks good. But moving on, we have a game called Yako Shinobi Ops by the people who made Tenchu, or at least some of them, which is funny because I thought this was Tenchu at first. The main character looks like Ricky Maru, so I was like, oh, they're making Tenchu. But turns out he's not Ricky Maru. Uh, and as soon as I saw the camera zoom way out to like an isometric view, I lost all interest. Um, It looks kind of cool, but I don't know if this is really for me. I don't know, Kyle. Did it catch your attention at all?
Not really. I got my fill of this style of game with Diablo 4. Um, like with that kind of like camera angle and like that like dark world of like exploration like that. So yeah, not really.
Yeah,
Not my cup of tea right now.
yeah. It's comes out next year, but it's gonna be a pass from me. So anyway, they did show some more marathon. They showed one more trailer for that. The important thing here was they announced a free like public server slam beta test, not beta, but just a public test of the game for next weekend. I think it's going to be February 26th uh, through I think what March 1st. So yeah, I'm probably going to join that because I want to test the game out because I think it looks good. I'm excited for it. Um, I know Kyle, you've been kind of not really interested in it, but maybe this would be a good chance to test it out yourself, see if it catches your eye or anything. You know?
Yeah, I think I'll probably check it out. Just when I saw the trailer and everything for it, I had two thoughts. One, I had three thoughts. One, okay, cool that they're gonna do this play test, so I'll probably check it out. Two, I can't believe that they're showing more stuff about it again, like just more of the same. And then three was just, I don't know, it just doesn't look. It doesn't look good to me. It really doesn't. Like I
That's
look
fair.
at it and I see it and I think either they're trying too hard or they don't know what they're like what they want to do and I just I just don't get it. I don't get what the appeal is. And maybe it's just a me thing. I
That's
want
fine.
to understand it. I don't get the appeal.
Yeah, no, it's fair. There's gonna be people that just don't it just won't appeal to, and that's fair. Usually it's funny. It wouldn't appeal to me because I don't like competitive games, but it's not really a
Right.
competitive game in nature, right? Like it's PvPvE, so much like Arc Raiders, you can decide to work with players or stab them in the back. I guess is that's the whole kind of dynamic of it. So, but yeah, at least they're gonna have a public test for people to see for themselves if it's something they enjoy, and I'm sure they want to get as many pre-orders and first day buyers as they can with this. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Um, so Sony ended the show with two major announcements. The first of which was a God of War trilogy remake. Now, this came as a surprise to me because I had heard rumors that were going to remake the first God of War game. That was the rumor. But then they came out and they came out and said, "No, we're remaking the entire trilogy." So that was I was like, "Oh, wow, they are really going all out here."
Yeah.
That really surprised. I don't know, Kyle. What did you think? Did that kind of take you by surprise?
Yeah, it did in a good way because, like, growing up, I never had the chance to play those original God of War games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they were too violent and too nude for my parents to let me play them growing up. So I never had the chance. So seeing the remasters getting done,
Yeah.
I think it'll be pretty cool. I'd love to have a chance to go through and play them on a modern console and experience those stories. So for me, it's a hit.
Me too. I did play the original games, and so I'm really excited for this to see this in a new light. It says remake. Remake is such a loaded word because that could mean a couple different things, right? Like it could mean like they're just going to rebuild the graphics from the ground up but keep the game the same mechanically, or they're going to remake it as the 2018-2022 style God of War game, which I hope not. I hope they keep that more panned out, almost isometric view hack and slashy gameplay of the first games. That's the way you need to do because there's a large fan base out there that still kind of prefers those games because it speaks to them more. It speaks to the childhood more. They remember that fondly. So I think it's important that they remake the game, all new graphics, um, but just keep the game like I said, just keep it mechanically sound the same as the first games. Maybe some quality of life changes here and there wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. It's very early in development, so we're probably like 3 years out from this game, if I were to guess. These games,
Yeah, yeah, it's so early they didn't even show a screenshot or
no, nothing.
anything. They just had the actor say, "We're working on it."
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
it.
Be patient. The next time, but they said that the next time that they show it, they're going to show a lot of it. So yeah, so there was that, and then to end the show was a huge surprise. They announced God of War: Sons of Sparta as a shadow drop. Now, when they announced it, it said coming 2026, and then the words, and then 2026 kind of explodes, and then it goes today, and I was like, what? Like, I'm buying this right now. It was $30. I bought it without of course, knowing anything, just seeing the gameplay, which I love because I love pixel art. So the fact that they went with pixel art in this game really excited me. So it was no, I'm like I'm buying this right now, and I've been playing it, and it's awesome, and it's a way bigger than I thought it was going to be. How about you, Kyle?
No, I really like it. I think I'll start with this. I think that its shortcomings are there because I don't know that MegaCat is very well known, like a very well known studio. Like I was just looking at their games list, and they've made games
Backyard
like
baseball.
Backyard Baseball, yeah, Backyard Soccer, Backyard Football, Echoes
Yeah,
of
dude.
the Unread, ZPF or something of that. And I was like, okay, so some of the shortcomings, some of the issues I have probably come from the fact that they're maybe not as well versed with games, but like for what it is, it's fantastic. Like it's a really
Oh,
really
dude, it's
great
so good.
game.
It
I've really been liking it. It's been scratching like that like simple recline on the couch gaming itch for me. The one thing I'll say is, man, like I don't know if I'm under leveled. We were texting about this. I don't know if I'm under leveled or what, but like there are some bosses that just like the difficulty level just goes off of a cliff for me. Even
yeah.
on boy mode, like I switched it to boy because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna beat this on normal. I switched it to boy and I still get my butt kicked.
Still get manhandled.
I really do. There was one I was telling you about where like I switched it to boy and I still tried like 10 times to beat it.
Oh,
And
Alistair, right? Alistair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know like if I'm supposed to be a higher level, but then like you can't get to a higher level because in order to get the resources, you have to have all the special Olympus gifts and everything to get to those resources. So it's like there's just like a pretty big disparity between like some of the bosses that you fight and other bosses that you fight, but for the most part it's really really fun. And I was thinking about the
Yeah.
story too. The story fits the kids really well, like with the kids going on this adventure to like find a boy that's missing from the
Trying to
village,
find
but
this. Yeah, yeah.
like they're not going to be out there fighting battles and wars. They're like out to find their friend that nobody
No,
else
it's a
seems to
it's a
care
simple
about.
story. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's really, and I've been liking it. Um, yeah, I did see though. Like I was on Reddit, I was trying to find help about like like what are the best spear tips and like weapons to use because there's no indicator in the game about like what's the best. Like I've tried the stun tips and this like
Yeah.
it's so hard on some enemies to even inflict stun, and on others like you inflict stun almost right away. So it's like okay maybe stun isn't it. Like so I tried the frost tips, but resources are so scarce. So I was looking up some info, and on Reddit there was a spoiler tag on something, and it was like not a true spoiler underneath that. And I started reading the comments just to see like what spear tips everyone's using, and somebody like spoiled part of the game, like a huge part of the game, like right there in the comment. And for me, it was
Oh
like,
man.
oh crap. So I tried to forget it. I couldn't. So now I get to play through with part of the game spoiled, and it serves me right for going to Reddit looking for advice on a brand new God of War
Yeah,
game.
that's too bad, man. People they should like black out their spoilers or something. They should.
Well, they did. They blacked out something that actually wasn't a spoiler, and they just put the spoiler like down in the freaking
Really?
comments. Yeah, like somebody else was like, "Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
at the part where you do," and then it was just like, "Oh, wow, that sounds like endgame stuff, like massive spoiler."
And then it sucks that he dies. It's like what?
Yeah, it was even worse than that. Like you'll get to like after we beat it together, I'll tell you, you'd be like, "Oh, what the f? Like why would somebody even say that?"
Really?
People just have no common sense. But it's so far it's great. I've liked the combat. The parry mechanics are fun, although a little bit weird to time for me. I've had a hard time learning the parry stuff. The
Yeah, I did too. It took me a while.
I don't like all the different colors. I'll say like it's got I'm a little bit more critical just because I expect a lot out of it, but like yellow, purple, red, blue, like what they all mean something different. And some weird combination of you can parry or you can dodge or you can block or you can avoid entirely like
Oh yeah, like the
avoid
enemy colors. Yeah, when
entirely.
they turn certain.
Right, when the
Yeah.
enemy turns purple, it means that you can only block or avoid, but you can't parry it and you can't dodge it. I'm like, how am I supposed to memorize all these colors? Like, just give me you can
Yeah.
parry it and block it, or you have to dodge it. That's all I
Yeah.
want. I don't like the extra complexity there. I feel like that was overly complex for no
Yeah.
reason other than to make it
A little bit.
a little bit harder.
Yeah. It's cool though, all the upgrade, like all the Olympic, all the gifts from the gods that you get, and how you can
Hmm.
upgrade them to like turn into like different attacks, like your fire, your little thorn fire thing. Well, you can upgrade it to like you can have it, turn into like a sticky bomb. We can stick it to like
Hmm.
enemies, which is pretty cool. And you can there's a lot of secrets. Like, the game has a lot of secret areas that you can either. So I'm going up to like every wall and I'm hitting my spear at it to see if it like breaks off,
Yeah.
and or using the little mantle, the little sculpture, the little head sculpture thing,
Hmm. Yeah.
setting it down to see if it'll reveal anything. Um, I'm doing that a lot, but no, there's a lot of secrets, a lot of hidden spots. The map is huge. I
Just
keep
keeps
finding
getting
more and
bigger.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
I keep finding more and more areas that I haven't explored, and it's massive. I mean, I can't. The game is so much bigger than I initially thought it was going to be. Like
A tip,
it's.
if I could, for everyone that's playing this is don't explore too much in the beginning. Like you'll get to the point where the bust, the head that you get, can take screenshots for you and use them as map markers
Mm-hmm.
because you're going to encounter so many areas like literally everywhere you go in the beginning of the game you're not going to be able to get there because you don't have the right Olympus gift or anything like that. So I say wait until you get the head and the second upgrade to the head that lets you take screenshots. Oddly enough, like it's a thing where you like go around, you're taking pictures of stuff, and what that does is, let's say you encounter a spot on the map that you can't get to because you don't have your Olympus gift upgraded to the right level to get there. Just take a screenshot, and it'll actually take that screenshot and post it as like a little picture emoji on the map. And then when you hover over it later with your cursor, it'll show you the picture of that section, so you
Yep.
know you need to have X gift or X upgrade to be able to solve it, and that will
That's a
make your
good
life
tip.
so much easier because you'll encounter these things all over. I wasted so much time just trying to explore and figuring out like I can't do anything because I don't have the right gifts. Even though I can see that spot, I just can't get there.
Yeah,
So that's what I do now.
that's good advice for sure. Yeah, no, I've got about 20-ish hours into it now, I think. It's gonna take. I want to platinum it, but that's gonna take a lot because you need to find all the lore, which is like every enemy, every item.
That's a
It's a
lot.
grindy platinum. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try for it. We'll see what happens. But I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot
But
of fun.
yeah,
I've been enjoying it.
yeah, me too. But yeah, no. So that was an A+ state of play. It was fantastic. Um, that's all I can really say. It was great. Um,
Yeah, it was the best one that I've seen in recent memory for sure.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I don't think there's much else to say, Kyle. What do you think, man? Should we say our goodbyes?
Let's do it. This is a long one.
This was, yeah, because of that state of play that turned it into our longest one yet. So, but Kyle, goodbye to you, man. I hope you have a good night.
Hey, thanks, man. You as well.
Thanks.
And to our viewers, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you made it this far. If you did, let us know what was your favorite thing from State of Play, or maybe what surprised you the most. What are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah. We want to hear your thoughts for sure. We want to hear what you thought of the State of Play, just like Kyle said. And just if you enjoyed the content, as always, I'm just gonna maybe like it, subscribe would be cool, but only if you're feeling it. It's up to you. But this is it. This is the end of the line. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today, and goodbye. Stay leveled, stay looted, and we'll catch you at the next save point. Peace, everyone.